Hello, Capricorn. Now I just sat down with your cards. Honestly, the energy coming through is absolutely fascinating. I pulled 6 cards for you today, and what I am seeing is this massive transformation happening in your life. Not the scary kind of transformation, but the kind where you finally feel like you are stepping into something that has been waiting for you. Let me share what came through because this reading has some really powerful messages. So I shuffled the deck asking about what is coming for Capricorn in this next phase, and the first card that literally jumped out is the 9 of Swords. Now, before anyone panics, let me explain what this card is actually showing us here, because it is not what you might think. The 9 of Swords traditionally shows that moment of anxiety, those nights where your mind will not shut off and you are worrying about everything. But here is what is fascinating about this card showing up right now for you, Capricorn. This is not about something bad coming. This is about you finally releasing all of that mental weight you have been carrying. Think about it this way. You know how sometimes you have to acknowledge the worry before you can let it go? That is exactly what this card is doing. It is showing me that you have been in your head about something. Maybe it is about a decision you need to make. Maybe it is about whether you are on the right path. Maybe it is about whether you deserve the good things that are trying to come into your life. The 9 of Swords here is like the universe saying, okay, Capricorn, I see that you have been overthinking this. I see that you have been stressed. But guess what? All of those fears are about to become completely irrelevant. What I find really interesting is that this card appeared first, because to me it signals that you are at the tail end of a worry cycle. You know that feeling when you have been anxious about something for so long, and then suddenly you just feel this shift? Like you wake up one morning and the worry is just gone? That is the energy I am picking up. The 9 of Swords is showing me that whatever has been keeping you up at night, whatever has been making you question yourself, it is about to dissolve. And I mean completely dissolve. Not because you are ignoring it, but because you are going to get the clarity and the confirmation that makes all that worry seem silly in retrospect. I also want to point out something about the imagery of this card. There is often a figure sitting up in bed with their head in their hands, and above them are 9 swords on the wall. Those swords represent thoughts, worries, mental constructs. But here's the thing that most people miss about this card. Those swords are on the wall. They are not actually stabbing anyone. They are not actually causing physical harm. They are just there, hanging in the mental space. And what this tells me is that the things you have been worried about, they have way less power than you think they do. They are just thoughts that have been given too much energy. So Capricorn, this first card is telling me that you are on the verge of a major mental breakthrough. You are about to see your situation with completely fresh eyes. And when that happens, when that fog of worry lifts, you are going to be amazed at how clear everything actually is. The path forward is going to seem so obvious that you will wonder why you were ever confused about it in the first place. Now, the second card I pulled is the Page of Wands, and honestly, this is where things start to get exciting. The Page of Wands is all about new beginnings, fresh energy, and this sense of adventure that just makes you want to jump into something with both feet. This is the card of enthusiasm and courage, and being willing to try something even if you are not totally sure how it is going to work out. And coming right after the 9 of Swords, this is absolutely perfect. See? What this progression is showing me is that once you release that mental weight, once you stop overthinking everything, you are going to feel this surge of creative energy. The Page of Wands is that person who sees an opportunity and thinks, why not? Let me try this. Let me explore this. Let me see where this goes. And for you, Capricorn, who tends to be pretty cautious and methodical, this energy might feel a little bit foreign at first, but in the best possible way. I'm seeing that there is something new entering your life. It might be a project, it might be a new direction in your career, it might be a creative pursuit you have been thinking about, it might even be a new relationship or friendship that brings this fresh energy into your world. Whatever it is, the Page of Wands is telling me that you need to say yes to it. Do not overthink it. Do not analyze it to death. Just let yourself be excited about something for once. The Page of Wands also carries this message of news and communication. So there might be a message coming your way, something that sparks this new direction. It could be an offer, an invitation, a piece of information that suddenly makes everything click. And the energy of this card is so youthful and optimistic. It is like the universe is handing you this gift and saying, "Here, this is going to be fun. Trust me. Just go with it." What I love about this card in your reading is that it is showing me you are entering a phase where you get to be a beginner again at something. And I know that might sound uncomfortable because Capricorn usually likes to be the expert, the one who has it all figured out. But there is something so liberating about being the page, about being the student, about allowing yourself to learn and grow and make mistakes without it being this big deal. The Page of Wands energy is playful. It is light. It does not take itself too seriously. And I think that is exactly what you need right now. I am also picking up that this new direction has something to do with expressing yourself more authentically. The Wand suit is all about passion and creativity and showing the world who you really are. So maybe this new beginning is about you finally sharing a part of yourself that you have been keeping hidden. Maybe it is about pursuing something that lights you up even if it does not make perfect logical sense. The Page of Wands is giving you permission to follow your excitement, to chase what feels good, to take that leap even if you cannot see exactly where you are going to land. The third card that came through is the Knight of Swords, and this is where I see the momentum building. The Knight of Swords is fast, decisive, and absolutely unstoppable when he sets his mind on something. This knight does not mess around. He sees a goal and he charges straight toward it with complete focus and determination. And the fact that this card showed up in your reading tells me that you are about to enter a phase of rapid movement and progress. After the mental release of the Nine of Swords and the fresh enthusiasm of the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords is showing me that you are going to take action. And not just any action. Swift, decisive, confident action. You know how sometimes you can feel stuck in planning mode, endlessly preparing and never actually doing? The Knight of Swords cuts through all of that. This is the energy of someone who has made up their mind and is now moving forward with incredible speed and clarity. I am seeing that you are going to have this moment where everything just crystallizes for you. You are going to see exactly what you need to do, and you are not going to hesitate. The Knight of Swords brings this mental clarity that is almost startling in its sharpness. It is like suddenly all the pieces of the puzzle arrange themselves, and you can see the whole picture. And once you have that clarity, you are gone. You are making moves, you are taking steps, you are communicating your intentions, you are pursuing your goals with this laser focus that honestly might surprise even you. This card is also telling me that there might be some important conversations or communications happening during this time. The sword suit rules the mental realm: thoughts, words, ideas, communication. So the Knight of Swords can indicate that you are going to need to speak your truth, state your case, maybe even have some tough conversations. But the energy here is not aggressive or harsh. It is just clear. You are going to know what you need to say, and you're going to say it directly and honestly. No more beating around the bush, no more hinting at what you want, no more being vague to avoid discomfort. The Knight of Swords speaks plainly and expects others to do the same. What I find really powerful about this card is that it shows intellectual mastery. The Knight of Swords has done the mental work. He has studied, he has analyzed, he has prepared, and now he is using all of that knowledge to cut through confusion and get straight to the truth. For you, Capricorn, this tells me that you are going to trust your mind. You are going to trust your judgment. You are going to trust that you have the knowledge and the insight to make the right decisions. And that trust is going to propel you forward so much faster than you expect. I also want to mention that the Knight of Swords can sometimes indicate travel or movement, either physical or metaphorical. So you might be literally traveling somewhere, or you might be moving into a new phase of life with such speed that it feels like you are flying. Either way, the key word here is momentum. Things are going to start happening quickly once this energy kicks in, so be ready to move fast and keep up with the pace. Now we move to the fourth card, and this is the Queen of Swords. And honestly, Capricorn, this is such a powerful card for you. The Queen of Swords is the ultimate card of independence, clear thinking, and honest communication. She is someone who has been through some stuff, who has learned her lessons, and who now operates from a place of wisdom and discernment. She does not suffer fools, and she does not waste time on things that do not serve her. And seeing this card in your reading tells me that you are stepping into this queen energy in a major way. The Queen of Swords is all about boundaries. She knows what she will accept and what she will not. She knows her worth, and she is not willing to compromise on it. She speaks her truth even when it is uncomfortable. She makes decisions based on logic and clarity rather than emotion or what other people think she should do. And I am getting such a strong message that this is where you are heading. You are becoming less willing to put up with nonsense. You are becoming more discerning about who and what you give your energy to. You are developing this incredibly sharp sense of what is right for you and what is not. What I love about the Queen of Swords is that she is not cold or harsh, even though some people interpret her that way. She is just honest. She sees through illusions. She sees situations and people clearly without the filter of wishful thinking or denial. And she uses that clear sight to make decisions that protect her well-being and honor her truth. For you, Capricorn, this is telling me that you are going to see certain situations or relationships with new eyes. You might realize that something you thought was working actually is not. Or you might recognize patterns that you need to break. And the Queen of Swords gives you the courage and the clarity to act on what you see. This card is also about communication at a mastery level. The Queen of Swords knows how to use words effectively. She knows how to articulate exactly what she means. She does not leave things open to interpretation. She is precise and clear in her communication. So I am seeing that you are going to get really good at expressing yourself during this period. You are going to find the right words for things that maybe you struggled to articulate before. You are going to be able to communicate your needs, your boundaries, your vision, in a way that people actually understand and respect. Another aspect of the Queen of Swords that is coming through strongly is independence. This queen does not need anyone to complete her. She is whole and capable on her own. She has her own life, her own goals, her own standards. And while she can certainly be in partnership with others, she never loses herself in the process. For you, Capricorn, this might mean reclaiming some independence that you gave away. It might mean learning to be more self-sufficient in some area of your life. It might mean trusting yourself more and relying on others less. Whatever form it takes, the Queen of Swords is about standing in your own power and your own wisdom. The fifth card I pulled is the Empress, and this is where the reading takes this beautiful, abundant turn. The Empress is one of the most nurturing, creative, and abundant cards in the entire deck. She represents fertility in all its forms: growth, creativity, beauty, sensuality, and the ability to bring things into being. After all that swords energy, all that mental clarity, and decisive action, the Empress comes in and says, "Now let me show you what you can create with all of this." The Empress is telling me that you are entering a genuinely abundant phase. This is not just about money, although financial increase is definitely possible. This is about your life becoming rich in many ways. Rich in experiences, rich in relationships, rich in opportunities, rich in joy and pleasure and satisfaction. The Empress energy is about allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to enjoy, allowing yourself to create beauty in your life. And for Capricorn, who can sometimes get so focused on work and responsibility that you forget to actually live, this is such an important message. I am seeing that you are going to start creating something during this time. It might be a literal project or business or creative work. It might be that you are cultivating a relationship or a community. It might be that you are growing yourself, developing new aspects of your personality and your life. But whatever it is, the Empress says it is going to flourish. This is the energy of things taking root and growing abundantly. What you plant now is going to yield a rich harvest. The Empress also speaks to me about self-care and nurturing yourself. She is reminding you that you cannot pour from an empty cup. She is encouraging you to take care of your physical body, to enjoy good food and comfort and beauty, to spend time in nature, to surround yourself with things that please your senses. Capricorn can sometimes neglect these things in favor of grinding and working, but the Empress is saying that pleasure and rest are not frivolous. They are essential. They are what allow you to be truly productive and creative. There is also a message here about feminine energy, regardless of your gender. Feminine energy is about receptivity, intuition, nurturing, collaboration, flow. It is about allowing rather than forcing, about attracting rather than chasing, about being rather than doing. And I am getting that you need to balance out your more masculine, driven, goal-oriented energy with this softer, more receptive quality. The Empress is teaching you that sometimes the best thing you can do is relax into the abundance that is already trying to reach you, instead of constantly striving for it. I am also picking up that this card might indicate someone coming into your life who embodies these Empress qualities. Someone nurturing, generous, creative, abundant. This person might be a mentor, a friend, a romantic partner, or even a client or collaborator. Whoever they are going to show you what it looks like to live in alignment with pleasure and abundance rather than scarcity and struggle. The final card in your reading is the Knight of Pentacles, and I cannot tell you how perfect this is as a closing energy. After all the mental clarity, the swift action, the abundant creativity, the Knight of Pentacles comes in and says, "Now let me show you how to make this real and lasting." The Knight of Pentacles is the most practical, reliable, and methodical of all the knights. He is not flashy or fast, but he gets things done. He takes the vision and turns it into reality through consistent, dedicated effort. This card is so aligned with Capricorn energy because it is about building something solid and sustainable. The Knight of Pentacles does not chase quick wins or easy money. He is playing the long game. He is willing to put in the work day after day, step by step, until he reaches his goal. And what I am seeing is that after all the shifts and insights and new beginnings shown in the previous cards, this Knight is going to help you ground all of that energy into something tangible. The Knight of Pentacles is telling me that you are going to become incredibly focused on building security and stability in your life. This might manifest as growing your business or career steadily and surely. It might mean building up your savings and investments. It might mean creating a home that truly feels like a sanctuary. It might mean developing skills that make you more valuable and more secure. Whatever area of life needs to be strengthened and stabilized, the Knight of Pentacles gives you the patience and the persistence to do it. What I love about this card is that it represents quality over speed. The Knight of Pentacles does not cut corners. He does not rush. He takes his time and does things right. And in a world that is constantly pushing us to go faster and do more, this card is permission to slow down and be thorough. It is telling you that there is no race. You can take your time building what you are building. You can focus on getting it right rather than getting it done quickly. This card also speaks to me about responsibility and dependability. The Knight of Pentacles is someone you can count on. He shows up, he follows through, he keeps his word, and I am seeing that you are going to embody these qualities more and more. People are going to recognize you as someone reliable and solid. You are going to become known for delivering quality work and honoring your commitments. This reputation is going to serve you incredibly well and open doors that might have been closed before. There's also a message here about being present and enjoying the process. The Knight of Pentacles is not just focused on the destination, he actually enjoys the journey. He finds satisfaction in the work itself, in seeing incremental progress, in watching things grow and develop. For you, Capricorn, this is about learning to appreciate where you are right now, instead of always looking ahead to the next goal. It is about finding joy in the daily practice of building your life, rather than only celebrating when you reach the finish line. So when I look at all 6 cards together, here is the story I am seeing for you, Capricorn. You are moving out of a period of mental anxiety and overthinking into a phase of clear, decisive action and abundant creation. The 9 of Swords shows that release of worry. The Page of Wands brings fresh enthusiasm and new beginnings. The Knight of Swords gives you the clarity and speed to pursue what you want. The Queen of Swords helps you see truth clearly and communicate it powerfully. The Empress opens up a world of abundance and creativity, and the Knight of Pentacles grounds it all into something real and lasting. This is your moment, Capricorn. This is when everything you have been working toward starts to click into place. This is when you stop second-guessing yourself and start moving forward with confidence. This is when you allow yourself to receive the abundance that has been trying to reach you. This is when you build something solid that is going to support you for years to come. The title of this reading talks about a new zest in a new bountiful direction. And that is exactly what I am seeing. You are getting your energy back. You are feeling excited about life again. You are moving in a direction that feels right on every level. And that direction is going to bring you incredible rewards, both material and emotional. So bring it on, Capricorn. You are ready for this. You have done the work. You have learned the lessons. Now it is time to enjoy the harvest. I hope this reading resonated with you. I would love to know if you are feeling this energy shift already, or if you can see any of these cards playing out in your life. Let me know in the comments what stood out to you most. And remember, the cards are not predicting a fixed future. They are showing you the energy and the potential that is available to you right now. What you do with it is up to you. But I have a feeling you are going to make something amazing happen.